There was a time when 1 in $5 Americans spent on athleisure went to Lululemon. Proof that yoga pants had become a status symbol, not just stretch wear. We're talking about billions of dollars from people who treated their leggings like luxury handbags. Lululemon built a cult so devoted that customers lined up for $128 yoga pants. But the same brand that once dominated closets across America? It's now watching its grip loosen, fast. How did a company built on exclusivity and product obsession suddenly face declining US sales? To understand how far they've fallen, you need to see the empire they built first. Picture this: 1998, Chip Wilson sees women struggling through yoga classes wearing dance clothes and surf gear because literally nothing was made for yoga. Cotton got heavy with sweat. Stretchy fabrics lost their shape after one wash. The entire athletic wear industry had completely ignored this massive gap. Wilson didn't just spot the opportunity, he saw the future coming before anyone else. He opened one tiny store in Vancouver, with yoga pants actually built for yoga. But Wilson had bigger dreams than just filling a need. His mission? Turn gym wear into daily fashion. Lululemon created athleisure before the word even existed. They made it totally normal to wear workout clothes to coffee dates, grocery runs, even casual work days. Think about it. When did you first start wearing leggings outside the gym? Wilson poured money into fabric research, creating materials that felt like a second skin, but kept their shape after countless washes. This wasn't just marketing fluff. The fabrics delivered real quality that customers could feel. People started telling friends about the incredible difference. This let Lululemon charge premium prices and never look back. The expensive cost made people want them even more, transforming basic gym clothes into status symbols. The brand grew way beyond women's yoga wear into men's clothing. Yoga mats, designer bags, running gear, swimsuits, loungewear. Every single new item maintained those premium prices and uncompromising quality standards. But what made them truly unstoppable wasn't the products. It was the experience. Step into a Lululemon store in 2018 and witness something magical. Customers touched fabrics like they were shopping for silk scarves, waiting patiently in lines for $128 leggings. The products constantly sold out. But here's what made it special. The staff weren't typical retail workers. They learned your name, your workout habits, your fitness goals. They became your personal wellness advisors. This wasn't normal retail. Lululemon made workout clothes part of an entire lifestyle philosophy. Buying leggings wasn't just a purchase. It was joining an exclusive community focused on health and success. They weren't selling yoga pants. They were selling membership into a tribe of people who shared the same values and aspirations. Walk into any store and you'd discover free yoga classes happening right there. Bulletin boards posted local fitness events and wellness workshops. Employees included actual yoga teachers and local fitness influencers. They were community leaders, not just sales staff. The brand's sweat once a day philosophy gave people a compelling reason to pay premium prices. This explains why devoted customers paid $128 for yoga pants instead of $25 at competing stores. But this feeling of exclusivity contained a dangerous weakness. It invited hungry competitors to try outperforming them. By 2020, Lululemon seemed absolutely unstoppable. Stores stayed packed, online sales exploded, and customers happily paid those premium prices. Then, reality hit like a freight train. But Lululemon's real enemy wasn't what you'd expect. Inflation, trade tariffs, and supply chain chaos attacked their profit margins from every direction. These massive economic problems were completely outside Lululemon's control, but devastated their business model. Trade wars hurt them especially hard because they manufactured most items overseas. Leadership warned that new tariffs, 30% on Chinese imports, were slicing into profits. The company that built its empire on premium pricing faced a brutal dilemma. They could absorb cost increases and watch profits disappear, or charge customers even more when people were already feeling financial pressure. With millions of items produced annually, a 30% tariff added millions in costs that used to be pure profit. After cutting profit forecasts in mid-2025, the stock plummeted 18% in a single day. Investors were genuinely worried. In the first quarter of 2025, American sales dropped significantly, proving US buyers were abandoning the brand while costs continued rising. When food costs jumped 20% and gas prices soared, people scrutinized every purchase. Someone who used to buy 3 pairs of Lululemon leggings now questioned whether they needed even one. Luxury items are always the first casualties during tough times. But here's what nobody saw coming. While Lululemon struggled with economics, their real threat was building armies on social media. Alo exploded with an incredible 276% growth over 3 years. This isn't normal competition. This is a complete market takeover. When one brand grows this aggressively, while the market leader faces trouble, something fundamental has shifted. And if you haven't noticed Alo dominating your social feeds, you're probably not their target demographic. These new brands didn't just randomly appear. They strategically copied everything Lululemon did and made it better and cheaper. These weren't desperate startups. They had serious funding and studied Lululemon's playbook extensively. They took Lululemon's community building strategy and executed it flawlessly while charging 20 to 30% less. Alo went viral with TikTok try-ons, influencer hauls, and gym reels, turning followers into customers overnight. They built an incredibly strong social media presence with younger buyers who increasingly saw Lululemon as a brand for older people with established careers and families. Young women began viewing Lululemon as too corporate and polished, not cool or aspirational anymore. Vuori laser-focused on men, capturing buyers who consistently spent more per purchase than women. Men were willing to pay premium prices for top-quality workout gear, but Lululemon never fully committed to chasing this lucrative demographic. Vuori filled this gap perfectly. Athleta positioned itself as more inclusive, attracting buyers who felt excluded by Lululemon's narrow aesthetic standards. Their advertising featured women of all ages, sizes, and ethnicities. They offered extended size ranges and promoted body-positive messaging. This strategy captured millions who wanted high-quality workout clothes, but felt unwelcome at Lululemon stores. If customers can get virtually the same quality for significantly less money, why remain loyal? Sound familiar? We've all seen this pattern before. But Lululemon's biggest mistake wasn't economics or competition. It was complacency. Their entire business model relied on creating products people absolutely craved. Align leggings, Wonder Train tights, Define jackets. These were massive hits that customers lined up to purchase. But when those signature items stopped being must-haves, everything fell apart. The formula seemed foolproof. Create a few signature pieces, continuously refine them, sell endless variations and new colorways. It generated steady revenue and simplified production. It also made the entire business dangerously dependent on a small collection of products. They assumed tight, form-fitting compression pieces would remain in demand forever, and completely missed major shifts in consumer preferences. Customers moved toward looser, more relaxed fits. Baggy joggers, oversized hoodies, relaxed tops gained popularity, while Lululemon kept pushing tight compression styles. People wanted comfort and versatility after years working from home. Fashion trends accelerated, while Lululemon's product development remained frustratingly slow. Competitors launched fresh styles in weeks, while Lululemon required months. They fell into reactive catch-up mode instead of leading trends. Product launches in 2024 disappointed even loyal customers. Instead of genuinely innovative designs, they saw minor tweaks. Instead of fresh ideas, buyers got recycled colors. Loyalty turned into indifference. Longtime customers felt completely taken for granted by a brand they had supported for years. This strategy worked perfectly in a rapidly growing market, but as growth slowed and competitors multiplied, buyers became selective. They demanded real innovation, not just seasonal updates. Meanwhile, something fascinating was happening across the world. China's market grew explosively in the low to mid 20% range, generating about 15% of total sales, while America continued cooling. The company lost customers at home, but gained them rapidly in Asia. These opposite trajectories happened simultaneously, creating a strategic nightmare. Chinese buyers viewed Lululemon as a prestigious Western brand representing success and sophistication. They interpreted high prices as proof of superior quality, not corporate greed. The same $128 leggings that Americans considered overpriced were seen by Chinese consumers as symbols of Western lifestyle and achievement. The brand perception problems hurting American sales simply didn't exist in China. American buyers increasingly saw Lululemon as expensive and out of touch. They watched it transform from an innovative startup into another massive corporation. They remembered when the brand felt special and exclusive. Now it seemed like just another overpriced company extracting money from loyal customers. The original magic had faded for many people who had supported the brand for years. This created impossible decisions about resource allocation. Which markets deserved more investment? The declining home market or rapidly expanding international opportunities? Every dollar spent trying to recapture American buyers meant less investment in Chinese market expansion. Each product designed for Chinese tastes might not resonate with American consumers. China's impressive success couldn't compensate for losing ground in America. Lululemon remained fundamentally an American brand with American origins and identity. Losing credibility at home sent concerning signals to global consumers about the brand's overall status and relevance. If Americans were rejecting Lululemon, why would international customers find it appealing? Lululemon now faces a fundamental identity crisis at the heart of their entire strategy. Were they a global luxury lifestyle brand that happened to start in America? Or were they an American fitness company attempting to expand internationally? They couldn't successfully be both simultaneously. What worked brilliantly in China directly conflicted with what they desperately needed in America. It's no longer just about yoga pants. It's about identity. And Lululemon must now choose, evolve, or become a relic of its own success.